last class we will discuss about the some diseases and bacterial diseases and some microorganisms causes some diseases like some bacterial infections and some who was invented ariomycin vaccine? Who was invented ariomycin? Dr. Yellapragada Subbarao. He discovered the ariomycin vaccine, that is tetracycline. It is cure some number of bacterial diseases like plague, tuberculosis, etc. Next, what is vaccine? What is vaccine? The doctors prescribed some medicines in the form of tablets and in the form of syrups and injections. It is to having control a diseases. Next one, we are protected against certain some diseases by vaccination, and this protects us from getting the diseases over a long period of time. We may hear that children below 5 years must take the polio drops. Below 5 years children must take polio drops.
Yes, madam.
Next, who was Jonas Salk? The Jonas Salk, he is discovered polio vaccine in the year of 1952.
1952.
Next, the Albert Sabin. The Albert Sabin also discovered oral polio drops.
Yes, ma'am.
Oral polio drops in the year of 1957.
7.
Next, who was discovered rabies vaccine? The rabies vaccine was discovered by Louis Pasteur. He discovered the rabies vaccine. Next. Next one is the harmful microorganisms. Some organisms, some microorganisms are useful to us and some microorganisms are harmful. The microorganisms, it is causing some diseases in croplands and livestock and human beings.
Beings.
And the microorganisms also spoil some food materials and clothes and some other things. The microorganisms are useful for us and some microorganisms are harmful. The harmful microorganisms can cause some diseases in crops and livestock and human beings. And it is also spoiled some food materials and clothes. Next, disease causing microorganisms in human beings. What are the microorganisms? The disease caused by human beings. Some microorganisms are everywhere in our surroundings and in our body, but we cannot see with our naked eye. The microorganisms which cause diseases are called as pathogens. The microorganisms which causes some diseases that are called as pathogens.
Pathogens.
Next, when the pathogens are enter into our body through the air we breathe and water we drink and food we eat, and the pathogens, it is transmitted by direct contact with one infected person to healthy person. The microorganisms or the pathogens are transmitted by direct contact with the infected person, or that they transmitted by the animals and they transmitted by the insects. Next, when the infected person sneezes, cough, the pathogens are enter into the air from infected person to healthy person. Next, this type of diseases, it is spread from infected people to healthy ones. The diseases which are spread into the infected people to healthy people, the diseases are known as communicable diseases. The diseases are known as
Communicable diseases.
diseases. The diseases, they spread through air, water, food, and through the physical contact with infected person, or it is used towels, kerchiefs, or house flies and mosquitoes. The diseases are transmitted to the house flies and mosquitoes. Next, common cold, conjunctivitis, typhoid, smallpox, chickenpox, swine flu, tuberculosis, chikungunya are some of the communicable diseases. What are the examples of communicable diseases? The examples of communicable diseases like common cold, conjunctivitis, typhoid, smallpox, chickenpox,
Chickenpox,
swine flu, tuberculosis, chikungunya. These are the communicable diseases. These are the communicable diseases.
diseases,
What is communicable diseases? The pathogens are transmitted to the infected person to healthy person. The pathogens are spread to the infected person to healthy person. That is called as communicable diseases. The examples of communicable diseases: common cold, conjunctivitis, typhoid, smallpox, chickenpox, swine flu, tuberculosis, chikungunya. These are the examples of communicable diseases.
yes ma'am,
And some other animals and some other insects, they carry disease causing microorganisms. That is called as vectors. What is vectors? Some insects and some animals carries disease causing microorganisms. That is called as vectors. For example, the microorganism, that is a plasmodium. Sir, Tulasi sir, ఎవరు స్క్రీన్ ఎవరు షేర్ చేశారు? గుర్రప్ప అంట ఎవరు? గుర్రప్ప. Some insects and some animals carries disease causing microorganisms, that is called as vectors. The examples of the vectors: the microorganism plasmodium. What are the microorganism? Plasmodium. The plasmodium causes malaria. The plasmodium causes malaria. Some insects and some animals carry some disease causing microorganisms. They are called as vectors. The microorganisms like plasmodium. The plasmodium causes malaria. The plasmodium causes malaria. Next, the female Anopheles. The female Anopheles mosquito, it is the insects. It carries plasmodium and it is the vector. Plasmodium, female Anopheles is the vector. The female Anopheles mosquito, it carries plasmodium. Plasmodium is the microorganism and female Anopheles mosquito is the vector. Why it is called as vector? It carries disease causing microorganisms. It carries disease causing microorganisms. That's why It is called as vector. And so mosquitoes are vectors for other diseases. Mosquitoes are also vectors for other diseases. How to control the mosquitoes? By controlling mosquitoes, we can prevent diseases caused by them. Sir, Tulasi sir. Tulasi sir.
మేడం చెప్పండి మేడం.
తులసి సార్.
మేడం చెప్పండి
సార్. ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ వీడియో, పిల్లలందరూ వీడియో ఆఫ్ చేసుకున్నారు సార్. కోటి వసంతు, విష్ణు.
మేడం అందరూ వీడియో ఆన్ చేసుకుంటారు మేడం. అది కొద్దిగా మనకి నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం వల్ల కొన్ని కనపడవు కొన్ని వీడియోస్. అది
లేదు లేదు, ఇప్పుడు మీరు నేను చెప్పిన తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు ఆన్ చేశారు పిల్లలు.
బాబు అందరూ వీడియోలు ఆన్ చేసుకుంటారు.
కొంతమందిని అన్మ్యూట్ చేయండి సార్. ఆ విష్ణుని అన్మ్యూట్ చేయండి.
బాబు విష్ణు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకో.
కొంతమంది పిల్లలు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకో. విష్ణు.
దిలీప్ చక్రవర్తి అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకో. హర్షవర్ధన్ అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకో.
సార్ ఇక్కడ ఎవరో సార్ ఒక్క నిమిషం. ఈ కంగన గుర్రప్ప అంట, ఇతను స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేస్తా ఉన్నాడు.
మేడం అంతా ఉండేది మన స్కూల్లో మేడం, బయట వాళ్ళు ఎవరు లేరు మేడం ఇక్కడ.
కాదు సార్, స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేస్తున్నాడు. ఈ గుర్రప్ప అనేది మన స్కూల్లో ఎవరు ఆ పిల్లోడు? వీడియో ఆన్ చేయమని చెప్పండి.
బాబు గుర్రప్ప వీడియో ఆన్ చేసుకో. బద్రీనాథ్ మహమ్మద్ బాబు వీడియో ఆన్ చేసుకోండి. మీరు చెప్పండి మేడం.
How to control mosquitoes? How to control mosquitoes? Anyone? How to control mosquitoes? We are using mosquito by controlling the mosquitoes. We are using mosquito nets. Okay. Next, the mosquitoes is controlled by mosquitoes. We can prevent disease caused by them. Next, the mosquitoes are breed in stagnant water. The mosquitoes, where it is breed, the mosquitoes breed in stagnant water. Next, we should careful by collecting water anywhere in our surroundings, including leftover waste pots, waste flower pots, tiles, bowls. These are the etc. Next, Dr. Ronald Ross. Who is he? He was discovered that female Anopheles mosquito, it is the causative microorganism or parasite for malaria. Dr. Ronald Ross, he was discovered that female Anopheles mosquitoes are carrier of the causative microorganism or parasite for malarial disease. The malaria caused by female Anopheles mosquito. And the discovery of Dr. Ronald Ross got a Nobel Prize in the year of 1902.
1902.
The
1902.
discovery of the
1902.
Anopheles mosquito or carrier for the causative microorganism for malarial disease. He got Nobel Prize in 1902.
1902.
Next. And house flies are also carries disease causing microorganisms and spread the disease like typhoid and cholera.
Cholera.
The housefly is also a vector. Why it is called as vector? It carries disease causing microorganism and the spread the disease like typhoid and cholera. Next, when they sit on garbages, excreta of infected persons or animals and pathogen stick their bodies. The houseflies sit on garbages and excreta of or fetus of infected persons and animals or pathogens stick to their bodies. And when the flies sit again on a uncovered food, we are covered with food by lids. When the flies sit again on a uncovered food, they transfer the disease causing bacteria into the food. It is transfer the disease causing bacteria into the food. Whoever eats this food may have chances to get the diseases.
Yes, madam. Yes, ma'am.
Next. So we must avoid taking uncovered food. We must avoid taking uncovered food. We must always cover the food.
Houseflies
Must always cover the food. The housefly, the mosquitoes are breeding which water? Stagnant water. The mosquitoes are breed on stagnant water and the houseflies are breed on garbages. The houseflies breed on garbages. The mosquitoes are breed on stagnant water and the houseflies are breed on garbage. We can control houseflies by keeping our surroundings very clean. We control the houseflies by keeping our surroundings. It is very clean. Next.
Yes, madam.
And some common diseases. It is caused by microorganisms in humans. What are name of the diseases? What are the name of diseases? And what are the name of causative microorganisms? And what are the mode of transmission? And some preventive measures. How to prevent some bacterial diseases or some communicable diseases. First, name of the diseases. It is caused by bacteria. That is the tuberculosis. The tuberculosis disease caused by bacteria. It is one of the causative microorganism. The bacteria spread to the air. The bacteria is spread to the air. The mode of transmission is air. Infected person to healthy person. The tuberculosis disease is prevented by vaccination. The tuberculosis disease prevented by vaccination. That is the BCG. That is the BCG.
BCG.
Next, to avoid using infected person towels and handkerchiefs and glasses. These are the preventive measures. These are the preventive measures. And protect against from the disease causing microorganisms. First, number one is the tuberculosis disease. The tuberculosis disease is caused by bacteria. That is the mode of air. It is controlled by vaccination.
BCG. Avoid using
BCG vaccination to avoid the infected person, towels, handkerchiefs, and glasses. And next disease is the chicken pox. The chicken pox caused to microorganism is the virus. The mode of transmission is air. It is prevented by, the chicken pox is prevented by vaccination. That is the varicella. That is the varicella. Next, meal and mumps. Name of the disease is meal and mumps. The causative microorganism is virus. The mode of transmission is air. And it is prevented by vaccination.
MMR.
That is the MMR vaccine. Next disease is polio. The polio is causes virus. The virus is, the mode of transmission is air and water. That is the preventive measure. That is the polio drops. We are all know about the polio drops.
Yes, madam.
Next, swine flu. Next disease, swine flu. The swine flu disease causing microorganism is virus. The mode of transmission is air. And it is prevented by the vaccination. It is also prevented by some diseases are prevented by this vaccination, and some diseases are we control our own self. Next, cholera and typhoid. The cholera and typhoid, that is the causative microorganism is the bacteria.
Mode of transmission.
The mode of transmission and polluted water, contaminated water,
Food
or polluted water, food, house flies.
Vector.
House fly is the vector. Why it is called as vector? It carries causative microorganism. It carries causative microorganisms. That's why it called as vector.
Organisms.
And preventive measures, personally hygiene and good sanitary habitats,
Consume boiled
and
drinking water.
consume boiled drinking water. We take
Body
boiled drinking
drinking water.
water. And next disease is the malaria. The malaria is
Malaria.
caused by protozoan. That is the
Protozoan.
plasmodium. That is the
Plasmodium.
plasmodium. It is the transmission mode of
Mosquitoes.
malaria. That is the mosquito. The mosquito carries disease-causing microorganisms. And how to prevent the malarial disease?
Use mosquito
Use
nets.
mosquito nets and repellents,
Use mosquito net.
and control breeding of mosquitoes by
Do not
Mosquitoes
allowing
by
the
not
stagnation in
water.
our surroundings.
Yes, madam.
Next, dengue.
Dengue.
Name of the disease is dengue.
Virus.
Microorganism, virus. The mode
Virus.
of transmission is mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
The three diseases, dengue, chikungunya, and Japanese elephantiasis.
Japanese elephantiasis.
Sorry, Japanese encephalitis.
Japanese encephalitis.
Dengue, chikungunya, and
Japanese
Japanese encephalitis. These are all the diseases. It is
Virus.
caused by viruses. The three diseases are caused by viruses. The mode of
Virus.
transmission is also same. That is the
Mosquitoes.
mosquitoes. And preventive measures also same. We are using mosquito nets and repellents to
Control
control the stagnation in our surroundings.
Yes, madam.
Surroundings.
Next. And so it is show some plant diseases caused to microorganisms and the mode of transmissions. Plants also have some diseases. Name of the plant disease and caused to microorganisms. The
Mode of
microorganisms causes diseases by plants also.
Okay, ma'am.
And the mode of transmission. And the next one is that what is the disease? First, that is the name of the disease, plant disease is citrus canker. Citrus canker.
Canker.
That is causative microorganism is
Bacteria.
bacteria. The bacteria name was
Madam, time
the
అయిపోయింది madam.
bacteria. Okay, sir. The bacteria name was Xanthomonas citri. The bacteria name was Xanthomonas citri. And the mode of transmission is air. This is the citrus canker disease. This is the citrus canker disease. It is caused to microorganism is Xanthomonas citri. And a mode of transmission is air.